By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Line, I go line. Check. Watch 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now a man in his 13th NFL season. It's Adrian Peterson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught at the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
The score, Chiefs 7, Titans nothing. Sam Martin set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He wasn't ready.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Score. 6 guys. Check.
A second down run with Lewis. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
I'm going to hit you all.
Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to alpha. Mike 5'9". Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Check 37. Shoot.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the slats. Watch twist. 61. Matchbox lights. 5.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. Darren Lee there to get him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 42-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Alert flare.
Here's Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darren Lee The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
So well done there. These punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. Go on, 80. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Here we go, here we go. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's
Gotta go, baby.
3 down. 3 down.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. A first update now from Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Too little, cut.
Go.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
That's caught left side by Hardman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Hardman, the 2nd-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the combine, running a 4.3 340, and should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. Completes it to Hardman. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Here we go.
Williams. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Every day, any day.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to the best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's
To throw is Tannehill. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the run, watch the run. Check 59, Mike. Now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10.
Let's go, boys.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check 13. Check 13.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Mahomes. Man open left side, it's Williams. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Quit talking about it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Kansas City.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the...
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Bruce Irvin make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
From his goal line here, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Come on,
they'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Mike's 59.
Look at me. Zipper.
I got wide. 59.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Foxtrot. SOS. Let's go. 5.
Tannehill. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. He's got daylight. The 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Taywan Taylor, an 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right, number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Right. 54. Coming this way.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now he steps away. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score. Chiefs 21, Titans 7. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Get it.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
All day, just like that.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Now Mahomes. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there at 22. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Hey, exit. Check your depth.
On first down, Tannehill. That's complete, right around the 8. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Ready to go.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Matt Breida as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. So we have reached halftime with it. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Shoot! Pilot, 64, weak.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Tannehill now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Move.
Now Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The result of 1st down is a quick slant gets him 14.
Come on,
Tannehill now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Let's get in them holes.
Yes.
Motion. 59's Mike. Check.
Get it.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Pass caught left side by Humphries. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
At the 36-yard line.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, here's Breida. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Target. Watch the air.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lewis. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Switch.
Greystone travel. Bravo.
Mike, 53.
Now.
I'm scared.
Just beating the play clock now. It's Tannehill. And this is caught at the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. What we got? Big grip, big grip.
Now Tannehill. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Succo, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A first down carry for Smith, and the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guy trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And he's got his target. That's more. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guys get.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Play to win. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Tannehill now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10.
Back. Check, check. Lucky. 80 weapon. Shoot.
To throw is Tannehill. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Yep. You don't own it. Mike 50, Mike 50. And five.
Now it's Tannehill. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go again. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Go. Smith.
Here's Tannehill. He's going to air one out. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Yellow. I'm the blue lady. 55. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to look deep for more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. Out from the shadows of their goal line. Here's first and 10 from the 11. Back to throw. Tannehill. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Tannehill now running the option to the right side. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Eluding the pressure right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I had the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
On 1st down, Lewis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
59, Mike. Go. Check, 59. Hey. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
And they go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bruce Irvin in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. From the 2 now. Second and goal.
Here we go.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Ready up.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Check 53.
You ain't got nothing. Ready?
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the
Right?
end
And
zone.
now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him from...
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DJ Moore, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Chiefs 48, Titans 21.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a give coming right is Breida. They'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And Davis with it left side. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
You ready? 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get to it. Go.
On first and 10, Tannehill. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Not here. Shoot.
Tannehill. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead now down to 20. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. But Charles